Howdy everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Now, today I'm going to start us off by talking about an experience I had not very long ago, just a couple days ago to be exact as of this recording. I was in a multiplayer server trying to film. As you know, I've had a lot of luck here lately in multiplayer. I found lots of other diamonds that I've needed. For example, 2-diamond pintail, a Manitoban elk, and all kinds of other cool stuff. Rare wood bison even. Found all kinds of cool trophies, had all kinds of cool luck in multiplayer. And I was in one particular server, and I was having a good time, wasn't having any problems. I found a wood bison that had a pretty good score estimate, 156 to 171, I believe, was its score estimate. And, of course, I take a shot on it, and I start having technical issues, and I disconnect. So I come back to the server. The bison has already died. I go and try to find it, and I keep having these issues. Then my computer crashes, I load back in, and by the time I'm back in, the server that I was in was gone. So I've completely and totally lost that bison, was not able to find it. So today I've decided to stick to my solo map for a little while longer. We're going to try to find us a diamond wood bison. That's what we're going to be hunting for today. The multiplayer bison left a pretty sour taste in my mouth, so I'm ready and willing to go looking today for something big and something nice. I'm almost done with ASCII Ridge as a whole. I'm only missing a couple other diamonds like dusky grouse, wood bison, woodland caribou. I don't think there are any other ASCII Ridge exclusive animals that I'm missing in terms of diamonds. So we're going to be trying to fill those holes today. Let's get started. Now, naturally to me, I'm going to check this lake first. 1, it's very accessible. I have a tent set up here. 2, I know that bison come here. It's just really quick, really easy way to start. 3, I've already lost a whole lot of time trying to get through some other technical problems before I started this episode today. So hopefully we can have some pretty decent luck out of what we find here. I have found 2 diamonds at this lake. Technically 3. I found 2 diamond mule deer and I found a diamond bighorn at this lake, respectively. So hopefully that luck carries over today. There's also a pretty nice black bear out here. We've seen him a couple times, but I'm not ready to take out black bear just yet. There's also a level 6 there. There's a level 3, a level 1, another level 3. I think those are the only... No, there's 3 level 3s in this herd of bison. And then there's 1 bison over here, another level 3. I'm getting yelled at by a deer. Oh, there's even more bison in the area. A couple of them that I've noticed are already alert, and I don't know if I like that idea. That usually implies that there's wolves in the area. The last thing I want to do is sit here and watch wolves take off with some of my best trophies, if there are any out here. So I'm going to go ahead and start picking off bison here that are worthy. As far as I know, he's the only one here at his zone. I guess it wouldn't hurt. I mean, I'm not grinding for them. I don't foresee a time where I'd ever need to. I think that was a little too far back and a little low, but maybe it was able to take out the liver. If not, I think it's fine. They're pretty slow. I could probably track him down and pick up where I left off there. As for this guy, I mean, they're pretty far out as it is. I called it. You know what? I don't think there's ever going to be a time where I can successfully hit a target like a bison out there. I've hit mule deer out there, and they're smaller, but not very well. So I'm not willing to risk messing up another shot or another trophy. And in fact, even with the Valgarda, none of these animals have died. So I'm not going to sit here and say this was a complete and total waste of time, but it definitely wasn't fun. I think what I'd like to do now is try to stay on the lower half of the map here and look at all these lakes first before I go along the river, because going along the river takes up a lot of time. I don't know what died here. That might have been a wolf. I'm not going to go chasing after it. Let's just move on and see what else we can... Well... The wolf and the bison are dead. Now I'm kind of curious. I want to know what happened here. We have a chance to redeem ourselves. There's another level 3 bison out here. That has to be at least a lung. I mean, we're less than 100 yards away. I aimed a little high into the shoulder. I have the Valgarda, for God's sake. Now, if only I could be this efficient from longer ranges on trophies, even ones as big as bison, as I am at short range. 132.71. I mean... His maximum estimate, to be fair, was 133. So he scored at the top of his estimate. I don't know how common that is for bison amongst their levels in varying degrees of difficulty, but hopefully we see a lot more of that going forward today. With a little bit of help from my dog, we've found the other level 3, the first one, that we took a pot shot on. Yeah, I had a feeling it was a little bit too far back, even from 219 yards away. I was hoping that it would, go right through the stomach and into the liver, maybe tickle the back of a lung, but Definitely did not have the right angle on him. However, it was not a huge loss. He would have been just a silver at 120.52, so it's nothing to cry to mom about, unfortunately. Now we can just find the wolf that we took a bad shot on. The thing about the Valgarda is even if you miss the shot on a smaller animal, it will bring it down so long as you use the Valgarda. So it makes grinding very helpful, but also helps with taking out nuisance predators quickly. 35. See, look at that. We hit him in the leg. From 277 yards away, we were 0 for 164, and we hit him in the leg, and he was still able to go down. He was only a silver. 36 is gold for gray wolves. 35.58 is very close to gold, but it's still not enough for me to be concerned about it. We're closing in now on yet another bison zone here on the left side of the bottom half of the map, but there's also this guy from a different herd that I accidentally spooked. It was on the lake right before this one, or right next to this one. There wasn't a whole lot to pick from, so I kind of let him go. But for right now, I guess we'll just let our level 3 there, max of 134. Keep wandering to find the rest of his herd. Oh, that's a fleeing black bear. I don't know if I did that or if there's wolves. There are wolves prominent in this area. But there is this level 3 right here. There's a bigger question mark herd over here. There's a level 3 with a max of 140. 146. I can't see the rest of them. I'm going to have to get in a little closer just to make sure I make the right decision. Okay, there's 146, there's 140. I think that's it. And then this guy has a max of 133. So obviously I really don't want to take him. He is the only one here at his zone. I think I am just going to have to default for the 2 level 3s that are out here. If I can get them pinged. I think they're right next to each other, or at the very least they should be. This should be simply elementary, my dear Watson. Well, I guess I lied. Turns out I'm stupid. Big stupid. I got warning called by another male bison, but they're all fleeing, so it doesn't really matter. At least we know we got the biggest one, I think. 146 was next to 140, and 140 got away, right? Let's see what this little guy scores. 133. I mean, 146 being his top estimate. Not awful, not super far away, but also that's barely over gold. However, the jump from gold to diamond is not very big. Like 131, 141, 151, that's 20. So, what, 27 points difference between gold and diamond prerequisite. I do have a bison zone at this lake, however, it does appear that I've scared them off. It's not a zone that I've discovered yet, and I didn't see them hiding over here on the right side, all in this foliage, so they're definitely gone now. But I'm going to see what the weight estimates are in some of these tracks to see if there's at least one considerable male in this herd. Hopefully we see something max weight. This zone has 7 different bison drinking in it, but I don't see any male tracks unless I'm just walking right over them. I think that's a bear. Yeah, that's a bear. Okay, I don't see any male. Oh, well, that's not a very big one. 1929 is not max weight, or even close to it. That's a female. That's the one. I mean, while he's in our sights, I might as well. That had to have been high lung, right? At least one of them. That was a pretty split decision, so it wouldn't surprise me if I didn't hit him very well. He had a medium bleed rate, so I think I hit him kind of well. At least I hope I did. Oh! That was a lot more center lung than I thought, even if it was just a little bit high. But he was just a level 2, scoring 112 at the silver, so we're not going to hang up on him for too long. Hopefully he comes back with a much better score estimate. We have yet another fleeing herd of bison. I don't think that shot was very good, but I think that should be a little better. As far as I know, he was the only one here, I think. No, he had others. This was also an undiscovered zone that I accidentally walked up on. I didn't think they'd be on this side of the... Oh, I lied. He was the only one here. He was a level 4, so at least we took him out. And I hope to God that he's an actually decent scoring bull here. Now, according to what I saw on the ground, we made up for the shot. The first one wasn't very good. The second one was a vital organ hit, so at least we know we get full harvest score. Oh. Well, I lied. He would have been a gold at 140. That's not a bad score for a wood bison. But even then, he's still, like, light years away from diamond prerequisite. So, he was a nice bull, but just not a big enough bull. We're just going to keep looking, and hopefully our luck changes. Now, I've made sure that I've stayed low and quiet to make sure I'm not spooking any more of these bison. However, I still don't have the greatest visual in the world on this herd, and even still, I don't believe I've spotted a male. Oh, wait. I spoke too soon. There's a level 3 with a max of 141. He's not ginormous. He's not super big. I don't know what he's going to score. I know it says 126 to 141. I think he has a shot at being just barely above gold, but I think I'd be a little lucky if I get any bigger than that. Maybe 133, 134, 135, somewhere in there. I think I'll stop right here. Go ahead and get ready. He's aggressive, so he's immediately going down. I know that much, but it's a shame that he didn't have any other valuable bison in his herd. All right, let's see what our big guy scores here. 133, what'd I tell you? Just barely over gold yet again. That seems to be how it goes in terms of average scoring wood bison. I mean, $1,000 a bison is not bad, but I would like to see a little bit more horn on these things. I think that's more important to me than the money right now. I've got plenty of money. I have 0 diamond wood bison. Well, oh, yikes. He's not at his zone, but he's wandering. So maybe we can chase him down. That's a big level 4 bison, max of 140. Again, he's probably going to be a really low gold, just like the other ones have been. Again, that's average for low scoring gold bison. So why don't we just come on down here and try to track him down? The thing about spooking bison, if you must, is that they're very, 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 very slow. Very slow. So it shouldn't be hardly anything to catch up to him. After this, I do think we might try to come along the river and see what's going on. Because I don't think I have any wood bison drinking zones down here, and I'm sure they drink down here as well. There's some lakes as well on the right side of the river that we can check. Alright, he's fleeing, but he's going to be running into, I'm pretty sure, the wide open. Or he could take a right there. Either way, that's a dead bison. I don't know why I hit that or how I hit that. I was just wanting the lung. I seem to be doing that lately, not meaning to. There's another level 3 male bison down here. Not the diamond we want, of course, but it'll be a decent respawn. That should have been vital. Definitely not the heart shot, obviously, but he'll do. Let me see here. 139? He actually scored really close to the top of his maximum. 140 was his max. 139.39, that's less than a full point away. From 67 yards, I'm not trying to do that on purpose. I swear on my life. Their lungs are so big, it should just be like second nature to hit a lung shot on wood bison at this point. I've just been struggling, it seems. I feel like we've been finding a lot of solo bisons today. We found a couple herds at a couple drink zones, but more than anything, mostly we've been finding a lot of just bison traveling by themselves. A silver at 125.54. His maximum estimate was in the 130s, so it doesn't surprise me that he scored so low. So we're definitely not going to stick too long on him. We're going to move on and find bigger, better bison. We're on the river now, and it looks as though... Oh, that's a nicer bison, 145. That's probably the biggest estimate that we've seen. There's a level 2 here with a max of 128. So he's going to be a silver. Max of 137, he's going to be a silver. I think I'd rather have the 145 there. And push comes to shove... if we want to take another one, I will take the level 3. I think to maximize our respawns, technically we should be trying to take as many males as we possibly can. But they're just so puny, and I feel kind of dumb taking the smaller ones. I think the level 4 alone would be fine, but it wouldn't hurt to take all 3 of the males. Alright, we're at a good enough position here. That should be a no-brainer. There's level 2. There's a level 3. Where's the level 2? I don't think I'm going to have a chance to get the level 2. The level 3 is not even going to go down, I fear. We definitely spine shot him there. Well, shit. At least we got 2 of them. That's 2 down for that zone. The bison that I'm pretty sure we spine shot is laying just up here. We're going to pick him up first. I do see good blood, but I don't think it was a very faithful shot. Oh, wait, no. Man, we barely made up for that. We still spined him, don't get me wrong, but somehow, someway, we're still able to make up for the intestine shot here and hit the lungs right under the spine. 136 is a pretty average score. 131 being gold. for wood bison. That seems to be all I can find lately. I'm hoping since this one has a higher estimate of 145, we're going to see some much better results. 140? That is better. Not a whole lot better, but still better. I don't think it beats necessarily our highest scoring one that we've taken today, but he's still a fine bull. While looking for bison, I'm obviously going to take that level 3 with a max of 146. He's guaranteed to be gold, I'm pretty sure. But I keep forgetting that whitetail also drink at the same time. And there's some pretty nice little bucks out here. Like 225 out there. There was one, 206. There he is. Obviously, we're not going to be taking any whitetail today. I would obviously prefer the level 3 wood bison here. I'm going to try to sneak a shot in there as fast as I can before he's able to walk away. Another back heart shot. It seems like I can only hit them when I'm not trying. All right, big guy. Let's see what you got. 133. I knew he was guaranteed to be gold, but I didn't think he'd score that low. His top estimate was 146. That's the highest estimate I think we've seen all day today. Rather unfortunate, but I think it'll be okay. We're going to keep grinding, keep going towards a bigger, better bull, obviously. We still have a lot of time left here today, and I'm not giving up. That didn't take very long. A level 3, a level 3. Are there any others with him? Are they the only 2 bulls out there? That's really interesting. Oh, there's even more bulls over here, hopefully. Nope, these are just females unless there's one hiding. Yes, 139, that's a silver. I don't know if I want him. Level 3 at 128, 125, 107. These are some really, really small bison. Well, I guess we'll start right here. This guy kind of has his butt turned to me, so if I fire the 22, he should move. Yeah, he's shifting. I just need him to turn. If he can just give me one good angle, I'm set. That's what we needed. That'll work. Shouldn't have spooked these guys over here too bad. Let's see if I can't possibly maybe that slipped into a lung. Maybe it was stuck in the leg. I don't quite know. I zeroed for 328 on that one and aimed just a little low. But here now, I'm probably going to have to aim a little high as long as he keeps going that far out. I don't know how well that hit, but, I mean, 2 shots from the Valgarda, surely he'll go down anyway, right? How's our pressure? Oh yeah, if he dies, he'll probably go down either somewhere in here, or the pressure will appear somewhere in here. So it's not going to, like, kill any zones or anything. So much for the bison. This is the kind of stuff that I've been dealing with lately, and it's the same size. The error report, I don't know if it's like that for y'all, it's the same size, so it's the same problem. Well, let's just go back in and try again. We have a smaller herd of bison here, finally, after fighting my way through several crashes and blue screens. But I think the biggest one here out of this herd is going to be this guy with a max of 127. It ain't much, but it's certainly honest. He went aggressive, so I know we hit him well. Usually they only go aggro, at least in my opinion, in my experience even, when you've hit them vital enough for them to start going down. They're going to charge you and run themselves to death, because that's all they have. So, we nailed him. I don't think the level 2's big enough or wide enough even for me to even consider. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, he's just a baby. But I mean, at least the shot was good. That was almost a heart shot. How am I doing that? If that had penetrated deeper, that would have touched the bottom of the heart. I'm not... Anyway, we've been through this. We only have maybe 45 minutes left. Oh, half an hour left in bison drink time. So we're just going to keep moving and make the most of the time that we have left. We have even more bison out here, and get a load of this guy. Max of 150. That's the biggest estimate that I've found so far. 150. There's a couple of other, like, bulls here, like this level 3 with a max of 138, and one with a max of 133. But I also just shot 2 whitetail right next to them, not even knowing they were over here. So I think what we should do is just take the level 4 and be happy with what we have. He went aggressive, so it was good. I was worried I'd spine shot him, even if it was just up by a smidge. So he's also going to run himself to death, and we'll have a pretty decent bull to go pick up. I ran right by him trying to go pick up our whitetail, but he's right here. 139. His maximum was 150. Can I please get one over 140, please? Pretty, please, actually. That would be very sweet. Thank you. Until that happens, I'm going to keep going. I want a nice big bull. Well, that didn't take very long at all. 154? That's a really nice bull. If I can just get him out in the open. He's got a couple of other males with him in this herd. 138, 137. I think our best bet here to minimize the pressure would be to take out this level 4. If I can just get him to turn. He turned once. I'm sure I can get him to turn again. There he goes. Surely that's going to be enough, right? He went aggro, so it's definitely enough. Oh, hi. 237. 222. Yeah, no. Ooh, there's a nicer bull. 143. Well, not nicer, but nice enough. The pressure from this zone is too far away from the other 2 zones for me to have to worry about ruining anything. So, with that being said, I am going to take a couple more. I think that was a good shot. I want to say it was. I could have been wrong about that one, but we'll figure it out. God, just all the way down here, there's even more bison. That level 3 has a max of 150. Alrighty then. I think the choice here is obvious. Painstakingly obvious. I want that level 3. He's not going to be anywhere near close to 150. But this guy has a max of 152, so I definitely want to try my luck. Probably a little too far back. He's fleeing. Well, he's going right down. There's 131. There's 150. That was a little high. That was definitely a spine shot. Not what I wanted. So, in summary, we should have 6 bison laid up somewhere if the other 2 that I shot went down. I know there's 4 of them dead confirmed. There's enough pressure here to confirm 4. But I shot at 6. Anyways, here's bison number 1. 132. Well, not bad. I thought that might have been a little high, but that'll work. Just barely over gold. I mean, he's still $1,000 cash. Where's the other ones? The bigger bull of the bunch is laying right here. 152. That's what I'm talking about. That is the best that we've gotten so far. I like what I see. Sure, it wasn't diamond, but we actually have a bull that scores over 150. Not just 140, 150. This is probably going to be the nicest bull that I see all day. Oh my gosh. Our next bison is laying up here. That right there is a level 2, so I'm not going to focus really a whole lot of attention on him. 136. So I did spine him, but at least we hit the double lung on the entrance. That'll work. The other bison, we shot him from right here. So he shouldn't be very far from us, wherever he went. Yeah, he's just up here. Oh, by the way, I also shot a goose, just for the fun of it. Just a level 4. I don't think there's going to be anything important about it. See, 859 is diamond. Gold is 680. He scored 767. Barely shot him in the wing with the 22, so no big deal. Alright, here's the next one. 145. That's another better bison. I like this. Our scores are getting a little bigger. I think we're making better decisions here. Picking out better targets. Now, there's only a couple of more spots for wood bison that we can check while we're here today. So, right now, I'm on the bottom right-hand corner checking stuff out. This one is so tiny, so little. I mean, 107 is just puny. So, I'm going to get in a little closer. Maybe the rest of his herd mates are just out of render distance? Question mark? Because I would really hope for him to be the biggest bull there. I'm not going to take him if he is. Something to look out for, too. I'm in beaver country, so you're going to find a lot of different beavers here doing what they do best at this time of day. So be cognizant of that, but also watch for a lot of all this foliage. A lot of different animals will actually be out here drinking, like moose or, unfortunately, bison. And they'll be stuck out here in this foliage, and you never really know what you're going to walk up on. As far as I know, he's the only bull out here. I mean, he's so puny and so small and pea-brained that he doesn't even recognize that I'm here, and I'm less than 160 yards from him. So, I'm not going to bother him. I'm just going to keep going down here, and hopefully we find something big. There's another zone out here with a couple of bison, but I can only spot females from here because, of course, the foliage is so thick. So maybe if I'm quiet and careful enough, I mean, you can get pretty close to bison without them realizing you're there. Maybe I can get up on a high part like this hill to my right and look down into the zone and have a better eye on the rest of the bison that are here. Surely this isn't a full zone full of females. Okay, now I have a better vantage point here, and it still doesn't look like there's really anybody worth a damn out here. Just a level 3, if I can find him again, with a max of 140. If I'm lucky, this guy will be just barely over gold, so I'm going to go with that, and hopefully at some of these other lakes and other parts of the map here that we can discover together, we'll find something better. He's already attentive, so I better hurry up and get on it. He's aggressive, so we nailed him for sure, for sure. I'm going to let him go down, check out the rest of his herd mates, just in case I've missed anybody. Well, there's 138. I didn't know he was here. A little high, but... Oh, shit. He got stuck, so maybe that was far back enough to hit stomach, liver, or something. I know I hit him twice with the Vulgarda, so surely he'll go down anyways, but that was rather unfortunate. Here's bison number 1. 136. Like I said, I'd be lucky if he made it just barely over gold. 136 is not the best that we've seen so far, so I'm a little biased. It looks like his horns are kind of uneven. Yeah, they're a little wonky looking, but just barely. You have to be up close on him to see him. Let's go get our other one. Here's the second bison, which upon further inspection... God, is that one still there? Oh, there's more. Oh, I didn't know that they were there. Oh, that's level 4, and he's stuck. I'll take him. Oh, thank you. That's so kind of you to give me just a brilliant view into the lung there. He's definitely going to go down. We'll go get him in a second, but I know for a fact now we didn't hit vital at all. This was the first shot right there in the tail end, and then yet again right there in the tail end. Their like middle organs, like the stomach, the liver, are all just squished together so nicely, even though they are big, and they're very hard to nail, especially in motion. So he must have just barely got unstuck right as we shot. Unfortunate, but he wasn't even going to be a gold, so nothing to cry about. Let's go get that level 4. Oh my god, there's even more bison. Oh, holy Jesus. Well, we're going to go get our level 4, sure, but I want to go over here and look at what these guys have to offer. Alright, they're starting to get a little antsy, I think. Yeah, that level 2 is alert. 117. Oh, the other bison are right behind me, too. I think the biggest one is a level 3, and he's calm, so I guess it wouldn't hurt. That'll be fine. He's aggressive. He'll run himself to death. The bison behind me will scare off, but I'll get their zone. It's not going to be a big deal. And our level 4 is just laying right ahead of us. There was a level 3 in that herd other than him with a max of 129, but I'm not going to worry too much about it. 145 is a lot better. A whole lot better. I mean, obviously, I'm not going to tax him or anything. He's definitely not our diamond we're looking for, but I like what I see there, too. Here's the next bull, just gingerly waiting for us to come up. 121? Meh. Spilled milk, don't cry, yada yada yada. Those other bison are coming back. Oh, there's even more bison. Good Lord Almighty, there's so many of them here. That's not at all what I expected. And then there's beavers over there as well. I'm gonna pass on the beavers and the bison. I think we still have some more searching to do. I'm determined to find a big old bull. I flew too close to the sun with this one yet again. We've got a bunch of fleeing bison. Oh, this one's coming my way. I don't like that. Please don't trample me. Be nice to me. Be nice to me. What else do we have here while they're still here? 130. Y'all think I can maybe? I don't think so. Oh, maybe so. There's 151. Oh, I ran out of ammo. I can hit him again, I promise. I promise. Maybe that made it into the side of the lung there. I think it did. At least I'm hoping it did. I knew I had a zone, but I tried to tread lightly because I thought it was somewhere else, and turns out it was not. So, I mean, it works. Oh, there's another one. Let me see here. Oh, that probably was not a very good shot. That might have been better if it hit. Maybe that was better. I mean, 2 out of 3 shots, maybe? Hit a vital? Maybe? Oh my god, just go down. Oh my god, how many shots do I have to funnel into you? So that should be 3 bison down. As long as it's respawns, I don't care. This one was a silver at 119.72. The snow on the back, the contrast against that dark fur is gorgeous per usual. I think our other one's right there. Yes, sometimes with the snow on their back, it's hard to differentiate them from a rock. Let's pick them up and see what we got here. Yes, it did just barely skim that lung. Well, not even barely. That's about as good as you can get it from that angle. And he scored 136.91. His maximum was 151, which, I mean, as a level 3, good fucking luck. You know what I mean? I didn't expect anything grand, but I definitely didn't expect him to score 136 neither. Now, this one is the one I'm embarrassed about. This is what I'm dreading to see, because I know I pumped him full of gunpowder there. 121.4. The first 2 shots were a bust, and then finally, from 200 yards, I was able to... How did that hit spine? I don't know. I mean, that's perfectly in the center. Well, not center. It's perfectly in the lung. It's enough in the lung to not affect the spine, so that's just weird, but I digress. Very embarrassing, but at least we got him down. This herd should start building itself back up again pretty soon. Oh, there's our bison. I knew I had a zone down here. That one has a max of 140. If I can just hurry up. Oh, that was a good angle, buddy. Thank you. Now, if I can just watch where the other ones go, I might be able to find another male, if there is one. There's a level 3, another level 3. I just saw it. I can't ping it right now, I don't believe, but there it is, 141. Okay. Let me see what I can do here. I don't know if that did anything. That was probably a really bad shot. Man, I'm really bad at this, ain't I? I've done lost him. Where'd he go? I know he'll probably die because we pumped him full of lead. Oh, I think he's already down. I think. How's there already that much pressure? Unless I'm maybe just being dingy and not thinking about it. I don't know if that did anything. That was probably a really bad shot. Anyway. First bison. 128. Meh. He had a max of 140, but he was level 3. Don't hold your breath on them level 3s. I don't recall shooting 2 different bison, just like the level 3 and then the one from over there, so why do I have 3 bodies? We shot into the body through the shoulder and somehow ended up in the neck there. Nice? Question mark? Alright. Last bison. Oh! So I didn't fill him full of lead? Question mark? 133.12. He made gold. I thought I hit him more than once, or was I looking at a different bison? Are there other tracks around here? I mean, I could always use my dog, have my dog do it, but I'm not seeing any. That was weird. That was really weird. We're a little higher up now on the right side of the map, taking a look at more bison. And we've got another level 4 here with a max of 150. How much are y'all willing to bet he's going to be somewhere in the 140s range? I'm willing to bet he's going to be low 140s. However, I very much so can't hit a shot on him like this, so he's got to go. The level 3's alert, and I could take the level 3 first, but why would I do that and risk, like, losing out on the biggest bull in that group? I just need level 4 to give me a good angle and to move out of the way. He's already attentive, which is bullshit. I'm going to have to fire off the 22 again when they get comfortable, but we're going to make this work. We're going to make this happen. Alright, I might have a good idea of what I'm doing here. And then... Maybe, just maybe, we've got 2 dead bulls. Well, level 3 is going down, so I think we should have that level 4 and that level 3 in our pocket. Here's bull number 1, and I figure we're going to have to go a little farther to find our level 3. 138, man, I lost a bet. How much do I owe you? Had a maximum of 150, couldn't even make it over 140. That's a little sad, but, I mean, it wasn't a level 4 the first time I saw this zone. I did take bison out of this zone before, so that was a decent respawn. I did hit a vital organ on the other one, so at least we made up for the first cruddy shot. Let's take a look. Yeah, that was a little too far forward, but we made up for it there. Still just a little too far forward. If I had been any earlier, that would have been bad. He probably would have actually walked it off, but he's a silver at 128, so not a big deal even if he did. I'm pretty sure there's only 1 or 2 more places that we can check for bison while we're here. It's this lake here. I don't think they come above the river, if I'm being honest, but I'm going to double check really quickly. No, they do not. I don't even think they come to the starter lake. No, sir, they do not. So, I guess that's going to be the last chance we get to look at bison. This is it. This is the grand finale, and wouldn't you believe it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 females. No males. None. None whatsoever. These are all just girls. Well, I gotta come up with something now, because I want to end on a bang. I'm not trying to shoot a female as my last one. So I'm thinking, why don't we come down over here? I know we just came from right here, right? But look, I have no bison zones over here whatsoever, and I know they're down here. So maybe if we just come down here and look one last time, we'll find something great. Finally, after what feels like forever of trying to search for wood bison, we finally have our first potential herd. I don't know, I just got warning called by one, and I'm hoping there's something nice down here. Level 3, max of 125. You can tell nobody's ever been shot out of this herd. Lord have mercy. There's 139 and 125. Almost at 135. So I guess we know what to do now. Oh, I hit that one. I don't know if I hit it well, but I definitely didn't mean to. Okay, there's the other one. Oh shit, I'm out of breath. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Ah, that wasn't any good. That wasn't no good. There was more bison close to me. Can I get a look? A level 2, max of 119. Oh. Oh, that's a big one. 166. Oh my. If that wasn't a good shot, God strike me dead. What else? God, there's even more, unless that was from the same herd that we just shot out of right here on the river. That was a little bit of a thrill. Okay, so obviously we're going to check out this guy. That was the biggest estimate that I've seen all damn day. 166 is crazy, but one can only cross our fingers and hope. 151. You're joking, right? Well, I mean, to be fair, now that I have a closer look at his horns, yeah, that fucked him in the end. He probably would have been a really nice trophy if his horns weren't so damn wonky. For the life of me, I've lost that other bison. I cannot find it, and my dog keeps tracking that female that we shot. She's still alive, so I don't know where she went. That's a big beaver. I'm not in it right now for the beaver unless it's rare. So I think I'm just going to let them go. Finding that big level 4 bison really revitalized my want for a diamond. So maybe we'll find one in the near future. That has a max of 30. I'm just going to have to get that. That'll work. And I'll go pick that up in a second. However, that is going to do it for me today. I unfortunately don't have a lot of time left, so I'm going to pick up this beaver, and I'm going to be on my way. Alright, we're finally at our last kill for the day, which unfortunately is not a diamond bison, but could be a diamond beaver if she scores high enough. 28, I knew better than that. I was actually kind of shocked. I thought I aimed way too high and hit her in the spine, but, that works. Thanks, I guess. However, like I said, that is my last kill for the day. So, thank you so much for watching, and thank you for hunting with me today. If you're new here, it was nice to meet you, and if you're a returning viewer, it was a pleasure sitting with you today. Let's get together again soon. And with that, roll the tape, and I will see you next time. Thank you so much for watching my video. If you'd like to watch more, you can select one of the icons to the right of me, or you can select the little icon down below to subscribe. If you like what you've seen today, leave a like, subscribe if you want, ring the dinner bell for notifications next time I go live, or next time there's a new upload, or you can select one of the links down below in the description to follow me across all of your favorite social media platforms. I do have an Insta Lodge, which you can find down below. Any harvest screenshots or photography that I take while I play Call of the Wild gets posted there first. I have a Twitch where I do stream Call of the Wild from time to time. We have an absolute blast, and we would love to have you. Or you can go to my TikTok where any additional Call of the Wild content goes that doesn't quite make it into my YouTube channel. Thanks again for stopping by. It was good to see you, and I hope to see you next time. Have a good one.